Hello, I'm Pam Hait, and we've lived in Arizona, I'm trying to think, I think since the mid-60s, when we first came out to Davis Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, and I fell in love with the desert. And I'm the author of Day Trips from Phoenix, Tucson, and Flagstaff. And probably the most interesting thing about this is that this particular series was started by a woman in Kansas City, and every other author did a city. And when I got a call to see if I would do day trips from Phoenix, I said, well, no one wants to come just to Phoenix. You want to see the Grand Canyon, you want to see Tucson. And so I recommended that we do day trips from Phoenix, Tucson, and Flagstaff all in one book. And it's now in its 12th edition, it's the new edition, and so this has been going now for more than 20 years.
And what are some of your favorite places in Arizona?
Oh, it's very hard to say. I love everything. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool, die-hard environmentalist. I always have to preface this because probably my favorite place in Arizona is Lake Powell. And I know Lake Powell environmentally is not something I should love, but the combination of the water and the desert just coming into contact with each other, truly not even acknowledging each other, I think is remarkable and spectacular. I had the very good fortune when we first came to Arizona to write for many, many years for Arizona Highways magazine. And Arizona Highways sent me around the state doing lots of great stories. I spent a lot of time on Hopi Indian Reservation with some extraordinarily, remarkably famous artists. I was the only writer who came with a husband, a kid, children, and a mother. And so we did a Lake Powell houseboating trip that was a disastrous trip. And everybody is saying, oh, it's going to be fine. And I said, no, I'm writing this for Arizona Highways, not true adventure. But I had just remarkable experiences. And so the opportunity to take my love for Arizona and my own experiences and write a book that is recommending the kind of places that we take our guests, that we've taken our family, was just too good to pass up.
And what do you consider the most overlooked Arizona attraction?
I would probably say one of my favorite Indian ruins is Beshbagawa. And Beshbagawa is right outside of Globe. And everybody goes to see Monument Valley, and people go to see Canyon de Chelly, and those are spectacular places. But to get the sense of really what life was like for the Salado Indians who lived here so many centuries ago, I think Beshbagawa is just a tiny little overlooked jewel that I always love.
Great. Well, thanks for being a part of Sibley's West.
You're very welcome.